Corn, are you there?
How do you know this is a big topic for me? So, yeah, I'm going to throw a little bit of a different angle on the table that I haven't heard us talk a lot about. And it's just kind of what I've learned and picked up from my mentor, Michael Gerber, who wrote E Myth, E for Entrepreneur Myths, E Myth Real or E Myth Revisited. Wrote that probably about 35 years ago, and it's just so simple and still so relevant. And one of the things he talks about and the trap that a lot of people get caught in is finding talent. We're talking about the mindset of multiplying results. So there are so many people that go right to, I got to find talent, got to find talent. And I love how Gerber puts it into perspective that, if you find talent, they're most likely still a human being. And as we all know, human beings are a little crazy. I mean, the aliens won't even come here and bug us. They're like, don't worry about them. They're fine. They're not going to hurt anybody. They're going to be down there messing up themselves. So, like, but really, coming back to it, there's a book that's written that what's the talent one? That talent uh, is underrated. And I think Michael Gerber hit this the best when he talks about, systems and like a McDonald's. He references McDonald's a lot. Any average Joe can walk into McDonald's and deliver that same burger that's the quality that McDonald's said that they wanted. I mean, I get the same pain in my stomach in the same spot every time I eat that quarter pounder with cheese. And I don't go there all the time, but man, when you got a grandson, you're hitting McDonald's once in a while, and it's like, oh boy, here we go. Anyway, you get the same thing no matter where you go, no matter what country you get, and any average Joe can sign up there, get employed, and deliver the same burger every single time. So that mind shift from finding talent to help you get that leverage to there's a step before that. And in the E Myth, Gerber talks about systematizing, having a system driven business and have people drive the systems. And what my experience has been from that is it comes all the way back to right now, like when we're starting something or you're starting a business. There are a lot of people that hire fast and throw everything in, and they'll hire somebody like, come in here and document everything and create all these systems and make this awesome machine. And yet that person who's hiring somebody to do that is the one with the 20 or 30 years of experience before that. They also are the person with the vision and they know what level of service needs to be delivered. Yet a lot of people rush it too fast and hire somebody to come in and create their systems. In real estate, I'm telling you, the common thing is a real estate agent says, oh, I just have not done a good job of keeping in touch with people. I'm going to hire an assistant to go in and clean up my database. You clean up your database by picking up the phone and calling every single person in the database and connecting with them, and in conversation find out if the address is correct and the email is correct. How many of us really want to call from some stranger, go, hey, Brad Korn, and I just want to verify your email, your phone number, and your address, and you haven't heard from me in years? I mean, come on. All right, so I always say you need to create systems that leverage your results and get everything documented that makes that anybody could be you if they just follow the steps. So it's, you want to deliver or create a system that an average person can deliver your results every single time. And talent, when you do find talent, it's not that you don't look for talent. When you find talent and you have this ultimate system in place that you have documented everything, and now you've run people through the system, and the people are driving the system and getting the same results you did. Now, when you plug a talented person in there, they're going to get 10x the results. And that's where they can start plussing things and bringing their experience and maybe even make it better than you ever envisioned. So I'll kind of say this, um, what did I want to leave you with? I got to pull my thoughts back together. So you run every position at the level you would expect someone else to run it, document it, systematize it, and then you plug people in. And when the system has proven that they get the results that you're looking for, then you've got the right system. And it was Howard Brinton was one of the top real estate guys that connected 200 top realtors together every year at a conference. And I remember one time I was doing exactly what we're talking about here. I was like, God, Howard, I just don't get it. These people just are not producing and they're not getting the results and they're not blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Brad, you don't have a people problem. You have a system problem. And I was like, holy crud. It's my fault. It's the system that I'm providing them is not giving them the power to do the work. So what I'll leave you with is instead of having a people driven business to get that to multiply those results, have a system driven business that gets predictable results and have people run those systems. So that's what I'll leave you with this morning.
That was just wow and pow and bam, all of the iterations that Batman and Robin have in their original TV show every time they're up to something great. So thank you for that, Brad. And I keep thinking, wow, you processes for Planet Brad, so we all can have your kind of fun. Because it seems like life in your world is a capital F UN, and we so love having you here. Those were just really brilliant, brilliant pieces of, I'm just going to say, advice. And so thank you for being you. And I just want to mention that there's those kinds of books are just priceless. And if you're an entrepreneur and you have a small business, you've got to be thinking about getting a book called Traction, which is by this guy, Gino Wickman, and he's helped over 13,000 entrepreneurs. And it's basically, like Brad just said, it's how to put processes in place so that your system and your people can thrive. And so I highly recommend it. And there's a book that goes along with it called EOS, which is how does an employee who's, actually in a traction company make their best attempt at life. So it's like great to be able to have sources that are reliable, like Michael Gerber and the E-Myth and the E-Myth Revisited, and books like this, Traction. And I'm not putting it up there because we have too many people, but I wanted to pass that on because it's so important. And with that, I'm moving the mic right straight on down, and we're going to come to, let's see, we